Do you like a little bit of everything? Playing from the back, up at the net, serve volume, whatever it might be, stay tuned for my top 5 all-round tennis rackets. Top 5 all-rounder tennis rackets. Top 5 all-court tennis rackets. Top 5 rackets for top 5 rackets for an all-court game. But Joe, what do you mean all-rounder? We are looking at rackets that give you enough of everything. There are some rackets that are beautifully designed to play in a particular way. What we're now looking at is the top 5 rackets that do everything very, very well. Now, you could argue that it's all down to the player. The player will make the racket work, and I don't disagree with you, but what's wrong with getting a little helping hand from your equipment? You put the right shoes on to play on the right surface, why not put the right racket in your hand for the type of game you want to play? And these rackets are for those that want to play the whole game. Every single bit. They're going to have a bit of slice. They're going to stand at the back and rip topspin. They're going to get to the net and volley. All of these options are open to you if you choose one of these 5 rackets. You could argue that these are just the best 5 rackets, and potentially yes, but also potentially no. When we've done our top 5 rackets, they are our top 5 rackets that are personal preference, whereas these ones I believe are the best all round for the most amount of players. So not strictly personal preference, although personal preference. Let's get into the top 5. In at number 5 is a racket I never thought would grace any of my top 5s, but they have upgraded the Pure Drive absolutely fantastically. Now, you might say, well, this is just a powerful racket. It's far too powerful. Yes, that's what I would have said, but it does so much more now. It feels a little bit softer. It almost feels like you can whip it around. And I say almost because you definitely can't. But it's incredibly solid. So if you want to serve volley, terrific. If you want to stay at the back of the court and grind, absolutely fantastic. If you're going to scuttle around and defend, also brilliant. They have upgraded this racket, and it is now without doubt in nearly all of my top 5 lists. Such is the quality of the new Pure Drive, and it is my number 5 all-rounder. Let's go Babolat with number 4, and it is a Pure Arrow. Double bubble for Babolat. There you go. So the Pure Arrow, this is the 98 square inch version, so slightly more on the pro side, and the reason that that makes my all-rounder list is that because you get more control back. So it's got a 16-20 pattern, so it's got an extra cross, so it's giving you some control. So it gives loads of power, as you'd expect from Arrow. It gives massive amounts of spin. Obviously, it's an Arrow, but you've also now got control, and it's for that reason that I think that it makes the list for the best all-rounder. You can play with loads of topspin, you can get to the net, you can do everything with a Pure Arrow 98. Don't go 100, 98, in at number 4. In at number 3, and looking like a member of the Jersey Shore, or the only way is Essex, it is the Head Radical. I've got the Pro here, but the MP would also fit. This is, I mean, by design, an all-rounder. Radical versatility is what they claim, and it's not far off. You've got a 16-19 pattern, you've got a 98 square inch head, so you've both got a slightly open string bed in the 16-19, but a smaller head size, closed and up, so you're getting spin, control. Not so much power, let's be honest, not so much power in the Radical, but you're getting everything else. In the Pro, you're 315 grams, so you've got a lot of mass. So you can defend, you can block big serves a lot more easily. Anything at the net that you've got to punch away, really good. And you basically get even more whippy and maneuverable in the MP version. So whether you go MP or the Pro, this is versatility. This is all-rounder, erring on the side of control. So that's why it's not higher in my list, but certainly at number 3, a fantastic option if you're looking for an all-court game. Some would argue that the silver medal is the worst one to win. I don't know, silver's pretty good. And in at number 2 in my all-rounders is a Yonex Ezone, and I've gone for the 98. The reason for the 98 rather than the 100 is the 100 is really, really powerful. Far too powerful for Josh, slightly too powerful for me, but the 98 reins that in, and you can play however you want from wherever you like on the court with the Ezone 98. Obviously, they've added Minilon, fibers made by the bagworms, the Minamushi being put to work by Yonex, and the feel of the whole new Ezone range is absolutely tremendous. A real shift in the feel. Nice and soft, loads of power, but also versatile and maneuverable enough at the weight and at the balance point that it's at, that you can do whatever you want, wherever you want, however you want, and with whoever you want. The Yonex Ezone 98, my number 2 all-rounder. In at number 1, let's have a drum roll. Ding. Number 1, it's a Yonex, of course. I know you're gonna hate me, but it is the VCore 100 from Yonex. This is the racket that we use for all of our string tests because we agree that this is the kind of the best all-rounder. It sits in Yonex's range as the spin frame, but it's more than that. It is plenty of control, it is plenty of power, plenty of spin too, and in the 100 all of those things are sort of maxed out. Loads and loads of spin, loads of power, still with enough control because of the way the frame is constructed. This is truly the racket that if someone comes to us and says, and doesn't really know, they want something all-roundery but they're not really sure where they're heading, we're almost certain that no one is going to really dislike this racket. There is something for everyone. You can play however you like, and it also doesn't really matter your ability level. You can be terrific, tour level, and get on with 100. You can be brand new to tennis and still get on with the Yonex VCore 100. That is why it makes my all-rounder. It does everything well. That's all-rounder. So there you go, my number 1 all-rounder, all-court game, all-rounder, however you describe it, is the Yonex VCore 100. If you want a little bit of this, a little bit of that, then look no further than these top 5 rackets. Obviously, we always suggest that you try them. Everyone is going to respond differently. You might want something a little heavier, you want something like it's going to be personal preference, it always is. It also matters which string you put with them and the tension that you go for. It is a veritable minefield of tennis equipment, so always stay tuned, take our advice, but definitely go and try it yourself too. Don't forget, we've got a coaching channel too, so make sure you check that out, subscribe to that so you can get loads of great coaching content to go along with these equipment reviews. As always, if you're not already, I don't know what you're doing, subscribe to this channel, like, share with your friends, pop some stuff in the comments, let me know what your all-rounder tennis racket would be. Don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe so you never miss a thing from PH Tennis.